Hey guys, so today I'll be sharing with you how I am going to fill up my Bridging Open Work Permit application. So I went into my GCK portal, and once you go down, you can start an application, click apply to come to Canada. And here it will ask for your personal reference code, but if you don't have the personal reference code, that's fine. Basically it's just going to ask you a lot of questions, and will come up with a checklist to let you know what are the documents you'll need to apply. So here I am trying to extend my work permit, so I'm gonna click visitor visa, study and or work permit. Then once it loads, let's answer all the questions available. So first is, what would you like to do in Canada? I already have a work permit, so I just want to extend my work permit. So I'll click work. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Temporarily, but more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport. I'm from the Philippines, so I'll click Philippines. And your current country of residence. So I currently live in Canada. And I'll input that. And it will ask you if you have a family member who is Canadian or a permanent resident and is 18 years old or older. That's a no for me because I don't have anyone here. And it will also ask for your date of birth. Then it'll ask you, are you a lawful permanent resident of the US? I'm not. And what is your current immigration status in Canada? I have a work visa, so currently a worker. And it will ask you, does one of the following apply to you? Usually, if you are currently on the express entry stream applying for yourself, the answer would usually be no, but let's go through each one. So does one of the following apply to you? Are you subject to removal? That is unenforceable. You applied for a study or work permit before coming to Canada, which was approved but not issued at port of entry. You are in primary or secondary school or a visiting or exchange student, currently applying for open work permit under an active public policy or pilot program announced by the IRCC. Not. Are you a student here who has completed a program to study that is a prerequisite to my enrollment? Or are you a common law partner, live-in caregiver, protected person? So all that, I am not. Next. Again, are you a spouse, common law partner, dependent? I'm not. I'm the main applicant for my express entry. And are you a spouse, common law partner of a foreign government officer, military personnel? No. Are you a spouse or common law partner of an accredited diplomat, consular officer, or representative of another country? Again, the answer there is no. And then you click next. So it will again ask you if you're a spouse or common law partner of a person who holds a study permit. Nope. So have you been told by IRCC that you are approved in principle for permanent residence in Canada? So in my case, I am applying for permanent residence. And technically, this is asking you if you received your ITA already. So if you receive your ITA, click yes, and if not, say no. And have you submitted a permanent application in Canada? So technically, I have applied for my PR application, so I'm going to click yes. And do you have a written job offer? And this is for LMIA, so my answer is no. And next is, does this situation apply to you? You have a valid employer-specific work permit and are being abused, or is there a risk of being abused? No. And what is your marital status? I'm not married, single. And what is the province or territory of your destination? So I'm currently in Ontario, so I will click that. So based on that, you will have your result. I can either apply for a temporary resident visa or an open work permit. So I'm going to continue with the open work permit route. So it's going to ask us, or me, a few more questions, and based on my answers, it will give me a checklist of what I need to submit. So then it will ask you, when does your status in Canada expire? In my case, it's expiring by June 18. Have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized? In my case, yes, I did for my PR application. So I'm gonna click yes. And do you want to submit an application for family member? The answer here is no. And are you giving anyone access to your application? So no. And in the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints and photo for an application to come to Canada? Usually, if you came here on a study permit, as an OWP, or even as on other statuses, usually you'd have to give your biometrics. So that's yes. If not, then just say no. It's okay. Again, it's going to give you a checklist of what you need to do. And there are fees associated with this application. Will you be paying for your fees? Yes, I will be paying for my fees. And are you able to make a digital copy? So yes. Will you be paying your fees online? Yes. So once you compile all the documents, then you'll be able to submit your open work permit or bridging open work permit application. Hope that was helpful, and at least you saw how the portal was asking for questions and what you can expect when you're going through the same process as me. Thank you. Bye.